Alright. Well, time to go over the tilt game. Just finished all the personals, and this is the first one I'm going to do because it's, I think, the one we can possibly learn the most from. So, let's go. This is my first watch, by the way. So, I listened to comms during the game as I was at work, but...
Splashy, this is for you, dude. About to shatter their whole team.
As soon as they counter this and try and switch it up, we might need to change head points. You can't run this throughout all of King's Row and hope to win.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna get past first point, my dude. So.
That would be nice. Let's do that.
Let's have a backup plan ready to that.
So I'll be switching to Zen if
Through the
so at that point, do we want to run single tank or
We could have done double shield Bastion.
See where I am as Anna? I'm gonna be going between here, that window up there, and then the other window way over there.
Okay. So if this doesn't work, what are we swapping to? 222 or triple tank?
We'll
I'd
figure it out.
I'd like 222. I'd prefer.
We should figure it
It
out
depends
now.
on what
So
they're
we don't...
running.
Yeah,
though.
We don't
Depends on
wait,
what
so
they're running. You can't just come up with something. It depends.
No,
on what
I know, but like a McCree and
In these cases, aim for 222, and if it's not the correct comp, then play based off that. Both K and Pars are right here. You want to know sort of what you are planning to switch to for streets, because then people aren't stuck on certain characters. But you also don't want to switch to a set comp that might be countered based on the other comp. So McCree's a pretty safe pick in general, so that's a good point. And I think he's on right now. He switches now.
let's just focus on.
Alright, that's
Reaper's not bad.
They have triple tank as well.
They have no hook. Nice bubble. Come back.
Thank you.
They have no bubble.
Their shield's down, their shield's down.
Charging. D.Va 1. Hog on left.
There's no one.
First, give me a watch,
D.Va 1.
Lucy one.
Okay.
I
Alright.
slept somebody.
We're one.
Hog's on left, guys. Hog left.
Alright,
Hog left.
charge.
I got her.
Okay. We have Shatter here.
You guys are really deep.
Come back, guys. Come back.
Yeah, I already have
target that
Nano.
power.
Okay.
I already have Nano.
Nano me.
I'm halfway to
Can,
grab.
Shatter them. Gecko, come back.
Always press tab before calling for nanos. See what people have.
I know, I'm not standing.
Well, let me know when you want the Nano.
Yeah.
You got a call, and I'll give it to you right away.
Because Ryan isn't necessarily the strongest nano target in the current meta. He can still get
Right
you.
away.
Oh,
What hero are you on?
right.
I'll have Shatter as soon as you give it to me.
Oh my god, I fell. Hang on, I'm coming around.
I can keep them up. We're going in hotel.
On right. Give me.
Gotta listen to comms. Legit just said, hang on, I fell.
Roadhog's one.
I had to give it to D.Va.
I'm dead. Dave is the correct target anyways. Actually, I think Hog was the correct target in this case.
Kept you alive through most of
I'm
it.
gonna take that. Just back out.
Back out, alright. Try and save mech.
Okay, you should be okay. I don't think they know you're up there.
Let's try Zerg.
No, they do. I'm dying, I'm playing. I'm just holding and dying.
What's the
Why
correct
did we
move?
switch? We would have had grab.
Yo, what?
Please, people, press tab more. Oh, that's fine. The switch is correct. 70%.
Holding and
If
dying.
he didn't already get ult first point, he's not playing it correct enough to
Why
actually
did
have the
you
ult for
switch?
streets.
Would have had
Reaper's the more correct pick.
Yo,
If he
what?
had Grav
grab. You switched, we
and
would've
didn't
had
use
grab.
it first point, then I would have sold him to save
I
it.
thought we were playing 2-2-2 once we lost it.
Dude,
222 is
don't
correct.
call
Could've
the
switched or
switch,
something.
and we have grab. Why would we switch it?
Grav is 70.
No, Just the most powerful ult in the game. Let's go. Let's get up. We need to take the streets phase
Yeah,
and
we
not
gotta
give
wait
it
for
to
him
them.
though.
I'm here.
No, you're not. Somebody is.
I got staggered as a diva. I'm back in.
They have Graviton, they're
No,
acting
they
like
already
it.
used it.
Dude,
They
sleep.
have.
Run, 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 run.
Huge,
Got him.
huge.
Nice.
You missed your shatter chance parts here. If because of your comp versus their comp, as soon as you saw that double bubble down and that Ryan was behind you, this should have been a shatter.
They have.
Like that. Or even farther back, there's another chance. This.
Dude,
They
sleep.
have.
Right. Right here.
Dude, sleep.
This should have been you charging your shatter. That's a 4K. You turn on Ryan and then you turn on the other targets. Because if Ryan shatters, it's less of a chance because you'll still be up, and because of the way your entire team is pressuring him. This is when I really wish I had overview. So see if we can get enough people on for K to sit in overview, or someone else to sit in overview while they're subbing. Because if this hits, that's 4-man at least. Ryan's sitting directly on your back. Diva's gonna be able to right click. It'll be recharged by the time she gets up again, but it doesn't matter. It will end up demeching her here. Just sort of, this could have been controlled so much better. Especially with someone calling Ryan 1 behind you. Either turn and kill him because both of your healers are there, or shatter.
Huge.
But instead you get the sort of air shatter, which I still think hits 2.
Sorry, purple.
Reloading.
More one.
Wait.
Push this. We gotta kill that Zarya. Kill the Zarya. Alright, get back.
Let's care
No, I'm
calling.
charging shield.
I'm going back on high ground.
Okay. Zerg, when they push in, send
Someone's
bomb
gotta play
right
high
through
ground with
that
K.
flash right.
Okay.
They're gonna be looking for shatter here. So whenever you send that, I'm gonna charge him and we have to kill that Ryan. Okay. Send it.
Okay.
Nicely, don't.
Diva's
Shield
asleep.
above 1K.
Oh no, they canceled my charge.
Still got
We got the
Mara.
Mora, we got the Mora. It's big.
Keep me alive or they're gonna
Ryan,
shatter.
I'm healing
Yeah,
you.
they're gonna shatter.
Lucio 1, Lucio 1,
Huge.
Lucio 1 HP.
What was that?
Boosty. Sound buried? I'm shattered.
Dude, I'm lagging so hard. Otherwise,
Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay. That charge was incorrect though. Let's just pull up a static image of King's Row. Oh my goodness, my dog is whining outside my door. Please let me do this right now, dog. There we go. Okay, so I believe there's stickers for characters. Oh boy, there is. What is? Okay, so Ryan, we'll go over the first thing first. Oh my goodness, give me one moment. What? Holy shit, dog. Okay. So Ryan. What do you want? Hi, pup. Same interruptions as usual. They have Zarya, they're running quad tank. We don't have the Hog, we have Reaper Diva. Lucy Keep opening the wrong one. Anyways, this Shatter, I believe it was also on Moira, which isn't on here yet. Essentially, the Shatter, I don't know if it was due to lag, I'll have to go rewatch it in a moment, but if it was due to lag, That feels bad, man. But if it wasn't, that should have been a 4-man shatter. Turn, kill Ryan. Everyone swarms the team. That's the first part. The second part is the charge through. With Cart being so far forward and you charging deep, you essentially gave Ryan the free shatter, which can be controlled by backing up and playing with your Ana. Because it seems like K was sort of alone half the time on his Ana.
Otherwise, I would have charged that line there.
They're blowing ults.
Ryan's asleep. Ryan's asleep.
Dude,
I'm still alive. I'm running away.
I literally was charging that Ryan and my game started lagging so hard, so I missed him.
They only have coalescence left.
We have Shadow
They
here.
use literally everything.
Yeah.
I got out.
How close are we to anything?
Come on, Kate, come this way. I can hear you as you come.
What's
She thinks people should be consistently pressing C and consistently pressing tab. I don't know everyone's point of view, so I don't know who does it all the time. Pars needs to work on pressing tab, and everyone needs to work on pressing Z. Or Z, in my case. It's just... no one ever... Like, there's some vocal communication, like, I am halfway to this, or I almost have this, or I'll have this for next fight. Which is good. But, like, before every fight, people should press Z. So that we know, like, people like Reaper, and people like Ana, and people like Hog, and people like Ryan, Mara a little less so, and D.Va substantially less so, can get their ult twice in a fight. Hog just by correct right-clicking and hooks, Ana by consistent healing, Reaper by hitting full body shots against tanks, so he can ult body shot like 8 times or something against a quad tank, which this is, and have his Reaper ult twice in a fight. You can get Hammer, and then say if you have something else to work with it, like an Ana ult or a Orisa ult, and you're running double shield for some reason, Orisa ult can help him get his second ult, so by the time the ult or the fight is over, or during that fight, he automatically gets his hammer down again. So it's... I want people doing this more. It's one button, and it tells your team a substantial amount of info.
What's Reaper?
86.
Okay, let's go,
86.
go, go.
Yeah, let's get on it.
Alright, I'm about to have it.
Huge, 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 huge,
You
huge.
see what's half.
That was a good hammer.
Big anti, big anti.
Let's get down, let's get
D.Va
down.
1, D.Va 1.
Leave D.Va demacked.
Save
Ryan
all,
one,
save
Ryan
all.
one.
Ryan.
Leave D.Va, leave
Nice.
D.Va, leave D.Va. Come here, come here, come
Hog,
here, come
hog,
here, come here. Don't kill her. I'll charge her when
Charge
she makes.
Nano.
I'll
I'll
kill.
take.
There we go.
Shiz, man.
Now stagger again.
Leave her, leave her, leave her. Body blocker in here.
Yeah, body block.
Okay.
No, Zerg!
Kill her now.
Okay, come back.
He's staggered.
I have Nano at 98.
Dude, we could have kept her in there.
So, this is the first time I've seen this done correctly for a team in a while. And it was just people listening to calls, essentially. He Pars demacked her in this wall here, and then she started backing up, trying to get ult, and he started calling it immediately to stall her. So I'm gonna see.
No, we can't play it that
Don't
risky.
Left.
We have Shadow here.
They use
How
Let's
close
see.
are we?
Yeah,
I
let's
have
get on
Shadow
it.
here.
Does Ryan give you a free shatter because he was too
Alright,
busy
I'm about to have
holding
it.
his
Huge, huge,
team?
huge, huge.
You see what's half.
Fat.
Big anti, big anti.
Let's get down, let's get
D.Va
down.
1, D.Va 1.
Okay, demacked. 512.
Save
Round
all,
one,
save
round
all.
one.
Fight's over now. 5:15. So from 5:15 till
Leave D.Va,
Nice.
leave D.Va, leave D.Va. Come here, come here, come
Hog,
here,
hog,
come here, come here. Don't kill her. I'll charge her when
Charge
she makes.
Nano.
I'll
I'll
kill.
take.
There we go.
Shiz, man.
Now stagger again.
Leave her, leave her, leave her.
Dog's barking.
Body blocker in here.
Yeah, body block.
No, Zerg!
Okay.
17 seconds. So you bought yourself 27 seconds. So 27 seconds in Overwatch is a long time. That's a full
Hey, come
push.
He's staggered.
I have Nano at 98.
Dude, we could have kept her in there.
No, we can't play it
Don't
that
go for
risky.
me.
Their team could have showed up at that point.
I have to play back. See where I'm going right here?
Yep.
I'm gonna go
going
up
up
top.
He's gonna go upper.
Yep.
We pause.
But if
I just wasted my charge, but
shield's back.
I was trying to pause it, I wasted charge.
I have 96% scope to
I
accuracy.
swear, if I die here because I charged into this wall, I'm gonna be pissed.
5 and 1. Doing good. We're doing good. I mean, if I didn't fall off, like I didn't get knocked off high ground, we would have been able to hold
And
point
if we
one
could've
longer.
known on me.
Alright, let's not talk about like what we're planning on doing here, but what what happened in
Thank
the
you,
past.
Kay.
is fine. Yeah.
Just pouring that up.
The Nano would not have gotten you the point, by the way.
Alright,
Got lots of sleeps.
if I charge into this wall and get hooked, I'm gonna be so mad.
Alright. Soon as I have nano, so call it out.
Okay.
Call it out.
Yeah,
Did you hit this?
I'm about to have shatter, and I'll get it once you nano me.
This is why I wish people just have more. Because I want to see exactly who
I
has
have
all.
They're on right? Maybe?
Alright, they're going right.
I hear.
The shield's up. They're coming through Main Street.
Maybe not.
Alright, do you want me to nano you now
No,
and to
no, no,
initiate the
they're not
fight?
here.
They're coming up really slowly.
They're not here. I swear I heard run on right, but it might have been me.
They have junk ready.
Please stop jumping. Fuck. Give her an extra like
Right now.
I see
4%
nothing right.
charge.
Yeah.
They're all
No,
main.
I said Main Street.
Alright, give me.
Who the fuck are Diva and Hog right now? Gecko and Zerg? Please stop jumping.
I'm shooting the shield.
Huge.
That bomb was big.
Right,
Nice.
on right, low, right,
He's
low.
one, he's one. Kill Moira.
Nice.
Where?
Zarya.
Where that?
Tracer one.
Nano was not
That's
necessary in
the
this
ball.
fight.
Stagger her. No, Zerg!
Okay, Zerg. Please stop jumping.
Oh,
Go back up.
Sir,
What
you're
that
still-
for?
We have shatter with Hog.
Also, Pars on Reinhardt. Turn your mouse when you swing. It increases your hitbox range for the actual hammer. Meaning you can hit more targets. Every once in a while you do it correctly
they have
in
grabs.
fights, but then a lot of times you
We
forget in
don't
fights.
have nano for this
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
I have
They have
coalescence
grabs.
out.
Nano
I'm
shouldn't
forgetting
have burned.
Zerg,
We
you
burned
gotta
that
be
fight.
trying to
Let them grab.
You gotta
Let them
be
grab.
trying to
messed
up.
bolts.
Okay, you guys play corner. I'm gonna play this side. You guys play
You
around.
need to fall back.
They're going main. It looks
Yeah.
like.
Fall back
Guys,
behind the
fall,
turn if
fall,
you want
fall,
heals
fall,
from Anna.
Don't.
I'm gonna
don't
shatter
fall.
from behind.
They use
I'm
grab.
shadowing from behind. You
Let
guys
them
play
grab
over there.
first.
Somebody's top. I don't know who it is.
This should be.
It's
This
Tracer. It's
Tracer.
Tracer.
I'll sleep.
This should
Yeah, they're
be
going
just
mid.
Rhino.
They're still going mid.
I'm gonna go see if I can go behind them. Oh, they're going top.
Tracer's
Top bar.
flanking
Upper
right
bar.
top, yeah.
Upper bar.
I'm gonna try to
They
bait
have
a
a May.
false
They have a
on
May.
Tracer
They're looking for
asleep.
grab.
Tracer asleep.
Where is she?
She recalled.
Give it.
I'm dead.
That coalescence was
Yeah, you
really
guys got
late.
it.
Tracer one bar. Tracer
Sorry,
one bar. No recall.
Sorry,
Tracer
no.
one bar. No recall on Tracer.
Hey, switch your ult.
Maid's low.
I just got it. I
No,
just
no,
got
don't
it.
use. We can regroup.
Ryan's
Oh
one.
no, unlucky.
They're using all their ults.
Yeah, we can still contest. Just fall back if you can. Fall back. Come in.
Yeah, that May wall was huge.
Alright.
I couldn't heal you at
Huge
all.
hook. Come on, push this. You guys
There's
are
only
just
three.
gonna have to
Be
regroup.
careful, be careful.
I'm here.
I got Zarya asleep.
I'm coming. You have heal still.
Contest.
Oh no, we lost
They
it.
got it.
You gotta watch
I have
respawns.
nano again.
That wasn't a good
Guys,
contest.
should I
Should have
drop
given
on
it
you?
and then
Or
held it
couple?
on corner.
Not yet. Kelly, that window over there, straight across.
And because you started
it.
hammering at the end.
Guys,
Here,
back up.
I'll
Yeah,
go.
back
have
up.
for this
Do you
fight.
have, do you have all? Who has all Reaper? Where are you?
Wait.
I do, but I have, He's
Okay.
Shield's going down.
Drop on him.
Shield's down. Run purple.
dude, yeah, I was.
Right down.
I'm out of heals. I'm up.
Correct. Nano
Tracer no
target.
recall.
Maid's low.
Guys, get the Zarya. Zarya. She's one.
Maid's one.
Guys,
Nice.
Zarya one. She's
Whistle.
she's so charged. We have to
You're
kill her.
in the deep line. Back up.
Guys, dude, she's like
No one
full
was with
fucking
you.
charge.
Alright, let me know when There's they're. other
Sorry.
people on point that we were dealing with.
Good point ping.
Death Blossom cart when they
Kelly to that window right across.
Pars, you gotta watch who's around you. And pay Was that? I think I'm gonna rewind a bit. I think that was Paith way the fuck behind them. It was either that or it was Zergo and Diva. This, if she didn't have grab before, this gave her grab. So, just watch your team. Because, like, kill feed, right now your Diva just got demec'd, K just died to a Moira. That means people are still behind you. If you want to force Zarya out so she can't grab the rest of your team with the other people, that's fine. Just hold your shield up directly in front of her. Don't let her gain any ult charge, but instead she probably gets about
Zarya.
from 500 to...
Guys,
Nice.
Zarya won.
She gets 300 health worth of ult charge, which is like 30 for high energy Zarya. So she has grab.
Zarya won. She's
What's up?
she's so charged. We have to
You're
kill her.
in the deep line. Back up.
Guys, dude, she's like.
This is no one else's fault here. And I know this was like a tilt game, but this is the reason I'm going over it, because it was a tilt game. People were frustrated
There's other
and
people
stuff
on
like
point
that, but
that we were dealing with.
because people are frustrated, they do make
Definitely,
mistakes.
Kelly to that window right across from us.
And I want people to stay calm and collected, as hard as that is at times in
Yeah, they're not
Overwatch and
here.
games in general. Just
They can't do anything. I have shatter. They have grab. Try to eat it.
here comes grab.
What the?
She threw it up.
Whoa.
What the hell?
The May wall too.
I have no. They're gonna shatter. They're gonna shatter.
That-
Oh my
And-
god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Send Diva bomb. Send Diva bomb.
Wait, sorry. Sorry.
Eat that.
What?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Where?
Shatter. They're gonna shatter.
That-
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
This wasn't this pit. This was the one over Paith. What happened? This is something I want you to PM try to think of what happened and PM me, because that shouldn't happen. If you know the maps well enough, you shouldn't be falling into pits for free.
Got him. Send Diva bomb. Send Diva bomb.
Wait, sorry.
Got knocked in, that's another issue.
Here.
You said eat that, but your Diva's over here. And that's not Diva's fault, because Diva's pressuring. And my dog is barking incredibly loud again. Oh my goodness. Okay. This wasn't needed. I don't understand that. Okay, his positioning here is a little... Actually, no, he's going to play over here. That's correct. If he does go play corner.
Nice eat.
Oh, was this?
Eat that.
Oh, she.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. Holy shit! We need to learn how to deal with tracers. This is him starting to ult. Tracer just blew an entire clip and shifted directly behind both of our tanks, and they didn't hear her. K also didn't call it, so it's partially on him.
Here.
But what ends up happening is Hog could have easily just turned his fucking ult around. Like, he shouldn't have used it in the first place. But now that he has it on, at least save your fucking support.
Nice
And
eat.
instead, Tracer 2 clips. Okay.
Eat. Shatter. Huge.
Zarya down.
I'm dead. Healer's down. Healer's down.
Moira's down.
They're off point. They're off point.
Get one.
Easy
job.
clap, dude. Huge shots.
There we go.
I missed.
I forgot how much fun Anna is.
Alright, same thing. Minus the Reaper. And don't switch off when you have grab next time.
Mention it once, leave it alone. That's for everyone, not just Pars in this case. If someone on your team makes a mistake, say it once, let them learn from it, and leave it. Let me or Kay go over it afterwards. That it shouldn't be a recurring thing because it just ruins Team WoW.
That's fine. It's
Especially
fine.
if
Don't
we
worry
don't
about
have
it.
much
Yeah,
time.
we know. We already know. We don't.
We
Yeah,
don't
it's
call
not
the
worth
switch.
mentioning it over and over.
They already called the switch for 222.
Over
He had
again.
Caldy's
just
going
realized-
Reaper. He was 70%. He didn't have it yet.
Finding not to.
You know, he knows. I mean,
Yeah.
we all know how to play the game. We make mistakes and then we call it out, and then we just gotta leave it alone from there. We'll go over it
Okay.
in VOD review and talk more about it. But right now, let's just focus on the game. Stay positive. We can easily take this all the way.
Please, more people talk like him. Like, I know he's been playing on competitive teams for a long time, and this is a fairly common occurrence for him, but please learn from him. Everyone, this goes for, like, I'm gonna be posting this VOD in VOD reviews. I want everyone to learn from this, like, small paragraph. I'm gonna pause my music, let everyone just listen to exactly what he says.
Right now, let's just focus on the game. Stay positive. We can easily take this all the way. At the very worst, we get grab to win the fight. So if we're struggling to take point without grab, we wait till we get grab. We do a couple dry runs, and then we use all our alts with, like, 2 of our alts with grab. Win the fight for sure. If it means, you know, like, them holding point 1, we're not gonna let that happen. We're gonna do it properly. A grab's gonna happen, a nade's gonna go in there to pink everybody, and we're gonna finish them off. At worst.
Yes. Thank you, Kay. That's like, just playing games competitively can wear a lot of people down, especially younger people. Kay has been dealing with it for a long time, and so have I. Well, for a long time. Kay's been dealing with it for almost like 2.5 times longer than I have. And a lot of you guys are new to competitive gaming, and competitive I mean like actual competitive, not just, hey, I'm high ranked. Because that doesn't really matter. Ranking, a good example is in League of Legends. I wouldn't cherry pick players from the top 500 players or like the top 800 players even. I would go and do tryouts for players that weren't necessarily the best in the game, but knew how to control a game and wanted to learn how to be the best in the game. That was it. Like, it didn't matter if they were rank 1 or 5. A lot of times I wouldn't actually even look at the rank 1 or 5 players because they weren't people who were willing to learn. Yes, they were good at the game, and sometimes they were good team players, but a lot of times they were just like people who were good at the game, and that was it. They didn't want to continue getting better at the game. They didn't want to play as a team to continue the team getting better at the game. It was just like them, and that's it. So just understand, you don't need to be the best at the game to be like winning on a competitive team.
Let's just try and take it on the first fight if we can and save grab for later on. But I'm exiting top right door. I'm gonna go take high ground, so I can shoot down at you guys in a safe place from the King's Row building.
Should
I
we
don't
maybe
know
roll
what they
Lucio
call it.
here?
I don't think so.
I mean, we have
No.
quad tanks. We're going speed boost helps a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, I said I don't think so because my Lucio game
No, we need to
is
speed boost.
Yeah, we definitely.
Alright,
do.
so basically when we get to the choke, I'm gonna call speed boost, everybody just quickly get into hotel. And then wait for me to come
Are we
out
gonna go
shield.
back door or front door through hotel?
You guys go back, I'm going front, so you're behind me.
Alright.
Speed boost. Go, 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 go. Kill that junk,
Junk,
kill that
junk's
junk,
in
kill that junk.
Junk's on. Junk's down.
Focus,
Oh,
Mercy,
junk's
focus,
bombs.
Mercy. Mercy on left by herself, Mercy left by herself.
You guys are on point. You're fine.
Reaper 1, Reaper 1.
All you want.
Mercy in the back. Mercy in the back.
Mercy one.
One. Mercy 1 HP.
She's 1, Reaper 1. I'm dead. Kill the Mercy! Guys!
I'm going on her.
Kill the Mercy!
Mercy's still low.
How is she not
Mercy,
dead?
she's still one still.
How the fuck?
Dude, that's tilting.
Somebody call something. I'm not there.
Back up. We can
I'm
group up,
healing.
group up.
I'm just keeping our tanks alive in the front line. They can't kill him. I almost had an ammo.
Junker left, kill him.
I got a nade off on him.
Come on.
I need heals.
I have
Heals.
Junker left, kill him.
I got a nade off on him.
Come on.
I need heals.
I have full hog.
Sarge, if you want to swing, I'll
Drop one.
I'm sorry, you
Drop
got
down, drop
bubble.
down. Warrior's low.
Run one.
Yeah, sorry.
Run one. I have shatter.
Mercy by hotel.
One's on.
Mercy dead.
Run down.
Nice.
What's that? Where the fuck go?
Come in. Tires come from right.
Reaper low.
Group.
We get
Group
so
up.
Okay. We're gonna deconstruct that entire fight. From the start. Because that was fucking long. Okay.
Go. Kill that junker.
Junk's in there.
Correct calls. Didn't call, you're not with the team. First thing.
Kill that junk.
This is fine. Call bubbles for the enemy Zarya. Say no team bubble.
Junk's on. Junk's down.
This is not okay. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but as Lucio, that shouldn't happen.
Focus
bombs.
Mercy.
Good call, but you have to recognize that there are other people with the Mercy, and sometimes focusing one target alone will get you killed if the target has mobility, because everyone else will focus you.
Mercy on left by herself.
You guys are on point. Fine.
The fight sort of, I like, this is when I wish I had an overview, because I want to see behind Pars here, but if these are the health bars, this fight should already be over. Like, below half, 1, no Wraith form, Zarya still no team bubble for another second and a half. I believe she already used self bubble.
Reaper one.
That charge was a little early. I know you're trying to get the Mercy, but in this case, kill someone else and have someone else take the Mercy.
Zarya one.
Mercy in the back. One.
This is frantic Mercy calling.
One.
Never called, he got demeched, even though it was in the kill feed not too long ago.
Mercy 1 HP.
She's one.
Holy shit, this is scattered. Just... and then 2... Oh my goodness, okay, so people are calling targets, but no one is near each other, and if we're playing death ball, we have to stay in the ball. Because right now, Kay's in a correct spot trying to heal, Gecko's in an incorrect spot, Pars is in an incorrect spot. I can't read that name tag, because the video goes to shit on Mayhem. But definitely not in a correct spot, and then there's 2 dead. So just play hotel. Death ball and play hotel.
She's one.
Spread insanely far. Actually, wait, no, that was Paith, and he was on point. Never mind, he's in our alright spot. And that's not actually K, is it?
She's one.
That's mini diva with 6 foot long legs. Okay.
There's one. Reaper 1. I'm dead. Kill the Mercy! Nice!
Good fleet.
Zerg, K, Paith, Ryan dead. Paith dead. Reaper dead.
Kill the Mercy!
Mercy's still low.
How is she not?
This fight went on for so long, it should have been over about 30 seconds ago. Or
Mercy, still at one still.
How the fuck?
Dude.
this is fine, but it should have been a melee or a right click instead of a hook, so the hook was saved. This is fine. That's just unlucky.
That's tilting.
Somebody call somebody.
Yes, it is.
I'm not there.
Back up. We can
I'm
move up.
healing.
also
I'm
very
just
fine.
keeping our tanks alive in the front line. They can't kill them. I almost had
Junker,
nano.
Junker left. Junker
Watch where the rest of your team is. Someone's still dead and behind.
left. Kill him.
I got a nade off on him.
What the fuck? Why is this not called? Like, he's directly in the middle of your screen, and he's probably directly in the middle of Zerg's screen as well. And he's a huge counter target to your entire call where he is, please.
Come on, come on, come on.
I need heals.
I have full hog.
Stars, if you want to swing, I'll
Drop one, drop one, drop one, drop one.
Azure, you
He's also, you double checked, he's walking the Mercy back. This should be called.
swing, I'll
Drop one, drop one, drop one, drop one.
Azure, you
Drop down,
got
drop down. Warrior's low, warrior's
Run
low.
one, run one, run one, run one.
Yeah, Zarya.
Run one. I have shatter.
Mercy by hotel, Mercy by hotel.
One's on, one's on.
Mercy, Mercy,
Run.
Mercy.
If you had swung there, he would have died, by the way.
Mercy dead.
Run down, run down.
Nice.
In this case, K is in the incorrect position because it's based on the rest of his team. This would normally be the correct position playing behind, and he gets a good biotic off, but with the rest of his team sitting here and Paith, Pars, and Ping dead. Holy shit, there's a lot of P. Just noticed. It's three. It's Zerg, Gecko, and K. And K is way up.
Come on. Tires come from right.
Reaper low, Reaper low.
Entire call was late, and people should have been listening to audio cues. Ping, you have good headphones now, so good call on that, but it was late.
Group.
And
Okay, come here, come here, come here. Back up, back.
that's the end of the fight. That was a 2-minute fight. No ticks gained, and it should have been over within the first 20 seconds.
Back up.
Paith is calling his grav. Paith should have had grav multiple times by now. It should take about a minute 30 to a minute 50 seconds to get grav. In this case, it has been close to 3. And he's still only just over 3/4 to grab,
Speed boost. Straight to point,
or just under 3/4.
I'm high ground.
Big shatter.
Huge.
Run low, run low,
That
run
was
low.
actually really big.
Get Mercy, Mercy,
Mercy,
Mercy.
Mercy, Mercy. Mercy one, Mercy down.
There we go.
Sorry.
Okay.
See where I went to up here? By the way, I was back high ground. That's what I was trying to get earlier. So when you guys went hotel, but it just wasn't working out. So I was able to heal you through all of that from high ground, and they can't see me because the tree's in the way.
Listen to what Kay says.
Next time I'm just gonna
Most
go
of
right
the
there
time.
so we don't waste
What
2 minutes.
the fuck is going on here?
Still good fight. Great fight, guys.
What do we have
I
here?
guess I'll
Alright,
have
Anna,
you
I'm on
moving.
point.
You can burst that barrier. I have Diva Bomb.
You got no
Grab-
heals from me
grab
right
that
now.
93.
Nice pick. They still have that
Right.
I booped him away.
He slapped.
huge sleep. I'm dead.
Huge.
This there's a lot of silence between the point being taken. K fills some of it with an explanation, but before the cart even touches this corner, like before the cart even, let's go back even farther. This is when you should have been calling what alts they have. They have Valk, they have Hammer, they more than likely have Grav, they more than likely have Moira alt. I believe he used his earlier, and they don't have Tyre yet, but he can get it incredibly quickly. So, I know some people might have the knowledge they have those alts, but some other people might be not paying attention to that. So make sure the rest of your team knows.
I have Viva Bomb.
You got no
Grab
heals from me
that
right now.
93.
Nice pick.
Grabs
They
at
still have
93, which
that.
means they have
Put
Grav.
him away.
He slapped. He slapped.
Huge sleep. I'm dead.
Huge.
Focus
Sit
Reaper,
down.
focus Reaper, focus Reaper.
I'm gonna grab.
Huge.
Big.
Huge.
Mercy in the back of it.
Mercy low, mercy low, mercy low.
Nice ping.
I wish I had
Mercy
a
one, mercy
I
one.
know.
because that shouldn't have been a one fight, but somehow it was. Someone played well there. I'm guessing this was like a 3 dink headshot from Ping. She ate a ton of her right clicks. And then probably just rocketed her to death. And then Gecko got a good dink headshot. Actually, wait, no, this wasn't a headshot. That was bodies.
Mercy one, mercy
I
one.
nanoed Pace through that.
Yeah.
Oh, mercy.
We lived
Please.
because
What the killer?
Dude, I can't.
It's hard to do.
None of our
Post your
team
return.
can kill a Mercy.
No,
if
it's
you
not
need
that
heals, you
Have
gotta
a
come back.
diva.
Nice
not
Dude, she was like
ping.
reach. She was like getting healed.
32 England as support.
She was in Valk. What? She heals herself.
I got 24 with Ron, dude. I'm almost with you. I'm
Yeah,
almost with you.
32.
Yeah, I have
33.
Okay.
41.
They definitely have Tyre.
I have
Yeah, I'm
full
close to another
Harker.
bomb.
Liz and Yacht.
Oh, you blocked my nade.
Yo,
That's okay.
bubble me, bubble Ryan.
Shields on right, going around.
Ryan dead. Junkrat 1, Junkrat 1.
Sorry, half, low.
Kill Azar.
Wow, this is fucking terrible quality. What happened, Mayhem? What did you do?
Zarya.
I'm dead here.
But
Nice bomb.
why?
They forced half of them away. They're only 2
Coming
1
back
point.
with Shatter.
But why? Also, what skin is that? Oh, base. Right. It's really weird looking. Okay. Many issues here. God, this is gonna be fucking long. This is gonna be like 40 minutes. Hopefully people go through the entire thing, because it's kind of necessary. Okay. Issues start here. 1. Stop being fucking rabbits, please, for the love of God.
They
Because everyone is jumping directly in front of bars right now.
definitely have Tyre.
And even with the, like, new jumping doesn't slow your fucking character movement speed in the air, you're still predictable in a lot of cases.
I have
Yeah, I'm
full
close to another
Harker.
bomb.
Liz and Yacht.
Like why? Why is this happening?
Liz and Yacht.
Oh,
Why is this happening? I want to know.
you blocked my nade.
It's a hard habit to break, I know, but swap your spacebar to crouch. There you go. Make scroll wheel jump. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It's as easy as fucking that. That way,
Yo,
That's okay.
bubble.
like on Diva, you can't crouch, so that's a different thing. But it just, I don't get it.
Bubble me, bubble Ryan.
Shields on right, going around.
Did Bubble got instantly broken. In a lot of these cases, like this is fine because that means Bubble blocked a shit ton of damage, and all of a sudden Zarya's fucking huge
Shield
charge.
on right, going around.
Ryan dead, Ryan dead.
But it
Dark
probably
Dark
could
one.
have been used farther forward. Zerg is still jumping, taking a ton of damage, and I don't know why.
Dark Heart 1.
Gecko's ult is correct, but he doesn't see that the Zarya is 80 to 100% charge directly next to him, which he should turn his ult down, let her through, and then force her up. And there's something I have to teach people with Roadhogs, that if you don't want the character to move, but you want them to deal, or you want to deal damage to them, move your cursor to, or move your crosshair to the right or the left of them. The knockback won't apply as harshly, and you'll still be doing the damage to them. The center is where the most knockback comes from. So if you want someone stuck in a corner but don't want them to go flying in the air, either stand above them and force them into the ground, or move your crosshair to the left or the right of them. Also, it keeps switching to 720. That's fucking annoying. Please just give me 10 AVP.
Zarya low.
Kill that Zarya.
I'm dead here.
Nice bomb.
I don't get that bomb. Because if the fight is already over, which I guess I don't really know,
They forced half in the way, they're only 2
Coming
on
back
point.
with Shatter.
I guess I'll just wait and see.
Reaper on point is 1.
If you can't
Never
win
mind,
that,
check
fall
heal,
back a
check
little
heal.
bit. We're coming.
Fall back.
So now you don't have bomb or mech. You should have called it when you had 2 dead and no one on their team had died yet, except for the Reinhardt, but Ryan has good spawn, meanwhile our Ryan has bad spawn. It should have called it. Bomb shouldn't have been used, should have just let yourself get demeched and killed. Because sometimes demeching or ulting to get your mech back is a good thing, because you can zone the enemy team off of point. But in this case, you threw it against a wall in a hugely coverable area. Is there a view of what I want? Yes. Okay, so you threw it at the wall next to connector. There is connector itself to cover yourself. There's the back of mid. There's all of storage. There's the cart right here. It's incredibly unlikely that this bomb will kill anyone, in which case it's just for zoning. And if there's an explanation to this, I'd like to hear it, but it wasn't needed, because you could have saved it for the next fight and just thrown it flat down mid, which would have zoned them into corridors, or put it directly on top of point, which would have forced them into corridors and
we're
given
all
you free
back.
space.
Alright, we got back all the way up. Back all the way up.
I'm halfway to
But instead, in this case, you sort of just get forced out and died.
another grab.
Okay, come on.
Faith is getting
I
grabbed.
have, I
Back
have
up,
nano
back
again.
up, back up, back up, back up, all the way.
I almost have
All
sound
the
barrier
way.
again.
All the way. All the way.
Call no team bubbles. Also, who the fuck
Play.
is that?
Okay, what are you? You're by yourself?
No, I
I
was
shot
trying
it.
to grenade them. Alright, who wants?
I'm behind them right now.
That. Let's see. Okay. In the air, spin.
Oh, I was
shot
trying
it.
to.
Check all of your surroundings. You only see 2. Turn. You would have seen 3. You instantly could have charged Shatter on your way
Grenade.
down and span at them, killing or shattering him before he got his
Grenade
off.
them.
Instead, Shatters
who wants
now.
I'm behind them right
Unshattered.
Just let me
Shattering.
go. Play
They're
go. Play
taking
go.
us way too far and giving them that fight. You need to push through so we can grenade. That's
now. I
alright, we
had
got
no
it all the way
shield, I
there.
had no shield.
So we're gonna
Yeah, we-
nano. I'm gonna
They use
nano
grab and
Ryan.
shatter.
Yeah, the reason they got shatter off was their Junkrat launched me over their team. I was behind
But that should have been a reason to give you shatter.
all of them.
You shatter, you grab, there's
Probably
point,
Death Blossom.
Okay, let's go through.
or
let's
you
go through
shatter
and come out the other side.
and you die, but then you get the kills because their shatter doesn't go off.
Cool.
Come through, come through, come through, come through, come through,
Come on.
come through, come through. Go back.
Well, Reinhardt,
Come back.
we
come
gotta
back,
go.
come back.
I'm gonna nano you right away. Let's do this.
I'm gonna shatter when this runs out. Kill this Reaper, he's gonna ult. Reaper's gonna ult.
Junkrat's.
Alright, just save.
Too long. 77 to grab.
Trying to get out of
I'm kind of interested what Pace's average energy was this game. Because that's a lot of free energy. So I do not know. But we have Hog
Alright,
and Hammer.
Reaper's gonna ult here. Probably with a
Yeah,
grab.
I'm 74 to self-destruct. We can combo grab with bomb.
Yep. Reaper's on me.
Guys, back out. Don't
I'm
get hit.
trying.
We're trying.
Yeah.
This is just frustration.
I have nano
That's fine.
again.
Okay.
By the way,
I have full hog.
fights in a row.
Okay. I just got annihilated.
Okay, little tip. If your support is getting nano every single fight, they have ults. It's that simple. Like, if your support has fucking nano literally every fight that they're doing, it means you guys are taking enough damage that they have ults every single fight as well. Like Junks had Tire almost every fight this game, which is good for our healers because it means we have beat and nano over and over again. But they're not being utilized to their fullest. Like, I probably wouldn't. I would ride Nano in the last fight to keep him alive and allow him to push forward. Positioning was just awkward because he had Tire, because you guys were taking a ton of damage. This fight, I really hope Diva
I have
or
nano
Hog or
again,
full
so we
Hog
can nano
gets
again for the
ulted.
second straight fight. We need to use it correctly this time. Can we just go right at him?
Get heals
I can
behind.
bust their shield.
Just go right at him. Take him out.
Soldiers on high ground, green on fire. I'm gonna sneak around to touch.
This was a awkward position. This I feel like was the correct call from K, but I don't think it was gone about correctly. Diva should be up here with Reinhardt.
Bust their shield.
Because one, Junk is upper.
Just go right at him. Take him out.
Soldiers on high ground, green on fire.
And as soon as that grab hits,
I'm
that's
gonna
game.
sneak around to touch.
Alright, I grabbed this fight.
Oh no,
We're playing this very passively.
I was still coming back from
Yeah,
spawning me.
I'm trying to wait for 6 people, okay? That's why I'm doing that.
What? Wait a minute. Why? Does he have beat?
We had everybody there.
No, ping wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Hey, hit a big grab. I have Diva Bomb. We gotta
Alright.
go.
No
You
one
try.
You gotta go.
die to this.
Tires up top. Tires one. Tires one.
We have to go.
Okay. Let's go.
Hit him.
No.
Keep pushing. Just distract them. Just distract them.
Six.
Ping is.
It's gonna hit the shield. Yeah.
Oh, they all came after me.
Trying to get the point.
Dude, that was a Kobe grab, dude.
It was a good game.
Just launch that thing in. God, that's such a stupid tire.
Are they doing another one, or is that it?
We're
Probably
not
me.
doing one game.
Yeah.
You just beat my healing by 1,000.
I think I can play like one more.
We need to get more people on consistently.
What map we want?
We had better luck when I was nanoing our.
Well, that was a mess. There's a few things I'm gonna go over really quickly. See if I can get through them.
Shields on right, going around.
Ryan dead, Ryan dead.
Should not have died here. This was one of the fights that I wanted to go over anyways. Yes. This would have been second point if played correctly. And this is on sort of
Shields
everyone.
on right, going around.
Block my nade.
Yo,
That's okay.
bubble me.
So we have no biotic. He calls for bubble. He dives in. Everyone's still hopping around like fucking rabbits behind.
Me, bubble Ryan, bubble Ryan, bubble Ryan.
He gets bubbled. Bubble instantly gets burned.
Shields on right, going around.
This was
Ryan
a
dead,
good
Ryan
kill. Tires down, or Tire killed Paith. I don't know if Paith.
Junkrat 1,
Huge.
Junkrat 1.
Paith doesn't call that he's dead, which is one thing. There's a lot of sloppy fights in this one.
Junkrat 1.
People need to be calling if the enemy Zarya or our Zarya is high charged. Say, basically, if you are the Zarya, say I'm high charge. Or if the enemy Zarya is high charge, say Zarya high charge. What this tells you is to either keep your fucking Zarya alive, or to watch the enemy Zarya bubbles more carefully next time. Because the higher charge Zarya gets grabbed first.
Zarya low.
Kill that Zarya, Zarya.
And because she's 80% charge, oh, you throw a bomb early. Oh shit, I didn't see that. Fucking tuck and roll out of there. Diva should have been swapped if Zarya was the issue. Because Diva into Zarya is essentially useless, except for the possibility of eating Grav, which if you're not comfortable or you don't know the exact timing, I wouldn't do it. So that probably should have been swapped a little while ago, or swapped this push. I still think bomb should not have been used here. And there, Coalescence kind of
Nice
just
bomb.
tears through everyone.
They forced half of them away there.
Okay, where's that last tire? I just want to go over some of the auditory stuff from the last tire. This was just misstep, or Diva not being far enough forward. I think this.
And
Shatter.
No, minute 40.
Yeah,
Is
there-
that it?
Probably with the
Yeah,
grab.
74 to self-destruct. We can combo grab with bomb.
Yep. Reaper's on me.
Guys, back out. Don't get
I'm
hit.
trying.
We're trying.
Yeah.
I have nano again.
Okay.
By the way,
I have full power.
fights in a row.
Once again, if your supports are consistently getting their ults, it means the enemy team is also consistently going to have their ults.
Okay, I just got annihilated.
Yeah, the Junkers are scoring.
I have
need to
nano
go.
again, so we can nano again for second straight fight. We need to use it correctly this time. Can we just go right at him?
I get heals
I
behind
can bust their shield.
Just go right at him. Take him out.
Soldier's on high ground, we need on fire. I'm gonna sneak around to touch.
Alright, I grab this fight. If
Oh,
I
no.
can.
We're playing this
Dang.
very passively.
I was
Yeah.
still coming back from
Yeah,
spawning me.
I'm trying to wait for 6 people, okay? That's why I'm doing.
We had everybody there.
No, ping wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Hey, hit a big grab. I have Diva Bomb. We gotta
Alright, I could try.
We got
You can hear it. Just if there's a tire,
Gotta
someone
go.
call it.
Yeah,
Because now it's directly on top. Pace sees the tire last second, fires a right click.
tires up top. Tires one. Tires one.
So the call was late, yes, but the call should have been made based off of auditory analysis of your situation, but people were too busy arguing. So stay calm, just listen, and play the game. That is essentially all I have for this one, so I'm going to upload it and put it in VOD chat as fast as possible. This was a rough game, everyone was having a rough night, and that's understandable, and that's why we took the 2 days to do sort of relaxing and playing normal things, and next week we'll be back at it, and we're going to try getting some tournaments soon. But we've really got to figure out some of our communication stuff. So once again, if you're doing anything Overwatch related, just sit in general, sit in watching OWL, sit in Scrim, sit in something. I'll be in VOD review a ton, I'll be in general a ton. Just jump in and we'll chat.